Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So today I'm going to be talking about a film I just watched on Netflix because, not often do I watch something and it really kind of like resonates or it affects me or, just sits on me and I just keep thinking about it. And that is The Dirt. And it's about a rock band, which a lot of people already know, Motley Crue. And Motley Crue is one of those groups that I grew up listening to. I listen to a lot of different genres of music, and, the hard rock metal was something that I listened to a lot as well. And I kind of, I felt like I grew up listening to a lot of the different Motley Crue albums, and, I didn't know a whole lot about them as far as what they were doing. I mean, I remember watching a video of their videos, and they had little clips in between that kind of showed what they were doing on, when they were not singing or when they were not on stage and, their party life. And you kind of think like, rock stars are pretty much all like that. So you don't really know too much of what's going on in their personal life. And in most cases, I don't really want to know. As far as like, any famous celebrities, whether it be rock stars or movie stars, I mean, their personal life is their personal life. And most of the time, I'm not really interested in what they're doing in their personal life. I don't listen to their music because I care about their personal life. I listen to their music because I care about their music. And so it's really interesting when you get to see things like this and you see these behind the scenes kind of, shots of what they were going through, what they were doing. And it kind of brings things into perspective. I mean, being a fan on the outside, you don't see all this stuff. I mean, you see them having fun, you see them on the stage, you think they're cool or whatever, and you're like, yeah, you're in the audience. And you don't really see that whole, lifestyle. And then, so this movie it's based off the book, which was written, I think, by Nikki Sixx, one of the members of the band. And, it does showcase a lot of tragic parts of their lives. It's not all just having fun and rocking out and all that stuff. Like, there's a lot of, issues. And in fact, there was a lot of parts in the movie where I kind of felt, this is kind of sad. And it was, not sad as in, you're crying sad. It's more like, it's sad to see how people in that industry can really lose themselves in that industry. And, maybe it's just not the industry. Maybe it's just the lifestyle that they chose to have. Because actually, the drugs, the alcohol, the abuse, the partying and all that stuff, they kind of show later on that they can get rid of all that and still continue with the music. So it's kind of like two different things, and I think they try to showcase that in this movie. There's, the actors themselves were really, I thought they did a great job. I mean, I wasn't too sure about the guy playing Vince Neil. He was okay. His demeanors and stuff are a little bit different than what I remember seeing Vince Neil, and he doesn't really look too much like him. But I think he did a pretty good job. I think, all of them pretty good job in what they were doing, trying to mimic the real people. I mean, there's always going to be, slight differences, and we kind of expect that. There were some like scenes in there that really did, though, kind of tug at my heartstrings, because there is a scene where you see Vince Neil in kind of in a fragile state, and it's because his daughter was diagnosed with cancer, and I didn't even know he had a daughter. See, that's the thing. Like, I didn't follow them to that extent that I knew everything about them, so I didn't know that this was happening, and I don't even know if this was ever really public knowledge during the time it happened, or if this is something that he kept to himself. But it was really sad, and I think that the thing that really hurt, affected me is, that type of stuff really affects you when you have your own children. And I have my own daughter, and, just the thought of that happening, it really was, I think that is the part that really ate away at me. And of course, they were showing it at the time when he got out of the band. And it was kind of like, the spiral of everything is just going to hell. And so, it was a really sad part in that movie that really stuck with me. There was a few interesting things in the movie, too. I mean, you got to think, like, they're trying to do a biography. They're trying to show you as much as what really did happen You know, and I'm sure they take some liberty to, you know, change things around, just like they did with Bohemian Rhapsody, where they kind of changed some of the facts around in the timelines. So there was a few interesting scenes where Mick Mars, the guitar player, kind of, I don't know, breaks the fourth wall, essentially, and talks to the audience and kind of settles some of the facts straight, saying, well, you know, this didn't actually happen. It really happened like this, but let's get back to the story. So I thought that was kind of clever that they did that. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they decided to, you know, change things and then tell you they're changing things, like adding a character that never really existed. That I thought was kind of interesting. I guess like the big takeaway from this is, you know, seeing these people in this fragile state really puts them more on you know, the level of, you know, the level playing field, where you think these people are these rock gods, but they're really people with a lot of emotional problems, a lot of you know, drug problems, just a lot of things going on, and they really captured that. And so as much as the movie was great, I enjoyed the music. You know, there's a lot of great scenes in it. I was like, you know, got, you know, the hairs going on the arms kind of thing, and then there's these like fragile states where you're kind of feeling sorry and you're kind of feeling sad. But it's amazing that all of them, you know, came out of this. They all came out of it. They're all alive today. They're all, you know, they're all still doing their thing. I don't know. I think they said Motley Crue wasn't, you know, they finished their last tour a couple years ago. But, you know, bands come back all the time and they do little things here and there. So you never know. And I know the individual, you know, members of the band all kind of do their own side projects anyways. But that's what I just wanted to talk about. It's just because it really kind of, you know, tugged at my heartstrings. And I didn't really expect that. I expected a full movie of just rock and roll and having fun and partying. I didn't expect to see all that in the middle. So it's a really cool movie if you want to check it out, if you're into rock and roll. Even if you're not, it's a good way to see how people in that industry behaved, and, you know, the stuff that they've gone through to, you know, try and get somewhere in the music industry. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Check it out. It's on Netflix right now at the time I'm filming this. And, you know, hopefully it sticks around for a while. Maybe they'll put it on DVD. I don't know. I know some of these originals get on DVD. If they do, I'll probably end up picking it up. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Leave some comments down below. Hope you subscribe to my channel. Talk to you later.